is with some plexiglass or acrylic. It still has that film on it, so it looks a little foggy. It's clear underneath, there's film on both sides. And I'll be taking this, cutting it to the shape I need, which will be an interesting task. Freehanding a circle with a jigsaw through about 2mm thick acrylic. And then once my third package I should say, arrives in the mail, I'll be placing chrome mirror window tint on here, on the circle I have, which will match the diameter of the mirror that I'm placing it over. So I'll basically cut out a 6-inch circle from the plexiglass, and then between the two circles you place your lights, your EL wire or LEDs. All the videos I've seen have always been LEDs, which I'm assuming because they're much brighter than EL wire, but I'll have a few coils of EL wire within that gap. Hopefully that'll make up for it. And then you have the chrome tinting, or the half mirror, and it's kind of like a miniature police interview room, interrogation room. You have the dark side, though this has nothing to do with Vader. You have the dark side of the half mirror, and light, just kind of freely reflects off the half mirror, kind of like trying to look outside of your house at night while the lights are on. In the living room, even a clear piece of glass will act almost as a mirror. So this half mirror will just look like a plain mirror. But the minute you turn the lights on the inside of the chamber, the little tiny little slot that you have between the two, you get this kind of back and forth reflection going on between the whole mirror and your half mirror. And some of the light bounces off the half mirror back into the full mirror, and some of it escapes. And it just kind of repeats doing that. So if you've ever seen a video of an infinity mirror, you get this, what looks like a window. It doesn't really look like a mirror at all. You get this window type effect, and you just get this tunnel, this layer after layer after layer of mirror, of just dark chasm or chasm. And it continues on until there's not enough light anymore to do the reflecting, and then it just kind of looks like it's a bottomless abyss. And you usually see these sort of things retail for a lot of money, like, this coffee table set up with an infinity mirror in the middle, costing thousands of dollars, or a similar placement that you would put above like a bar, so it looks like you have just this open shaft upwards forever. And these things retail for very pricey amounts, and it doesn't really make complete sense to me on how they could charge that much. It is a very neat effect, so I suppose you could trick people into spending more, just because it seems like something that would be very complicated, but it's not, which is kind of why I picked this task. And I hope the rest of these videos, which I don't expect there to be many, will be a video of me freehanding the circles, which will be hilarious. I have a very cheap jigsaw. I'm not quite sure how the acrylic will react to that, but I have several squares of these, more so than I need. I'm only going to need 2 circles of these, and I have more than enough for possibly 6 or more of the 6-inch circles, and enough room for even more than 9-inch circles, and I'll have even more acrylic left over. One issue that's been a problem, at least conceptually, is how I'm going to space the mirror from my half mirror. And I think what I'm going to be doing is using any excess acrylic I have and basically creating standoffs, and I'll be kind of gluing them, this stuff, in a rough circle form, like a very geometric shape, lots of really small flat sides. Not sure how many, but hopefully its shape will be lost beneath the EL wire, so it will just look like a circle. And the EL wire, it shouldn't be a problem. Those will block any light from the outside from getting in. On the one with the LEDs, though, I'm not sure. The acrylic will be clear. I might just do something really lazy, like marker out all the tiny little squares I use to make the standoffs. And this stuff, though it's a sealant, is an adhesive I'll be using for the acrylic to acrylic, and hopefully the acrylic to glass. I have a tiny bottle of mirror etching solvent or solution that I'll be etching out a thin spot on my mirrors, and I'll be gluing my standoffs to the roughened glass. I really don't want to use sandpaper or any sort of drill. I can't imagine the results will be really consistent. So I'm just going to tape off a nice circle, or a rough circle, and apply that dissolving etching agent to it. Wipe it off, add some adhesive, some acrylic standoffs, make sure they're square, and then apply the second circle, my half mirror, and I think I'll end up with something fairly decent. But the next set of videos will be the large mirror, the 9-inch one. There'll be a lot of soldering, cutting of wire, sticking LEDs onto the wire, lots of me not paying attention in my old EE200 class and trying to figure out how many AA's or AAA's I'll need in series in parallel with each other, because I don't want to go much higher than 3. I don't want to go higher than 3 at all. These LEDs are supposed to run between 3.2 and 3.8 volts. 2 1.5 volt batteries, which are really around 1.6. You can go ahead and plug a voltmeter into them and see that. And so 2 of them together is around 3.2, which is right around where the LED should want. But again, I don't know how much voltage loss I'll have over the wire itself. So I might want to do 3, but 3 of them might not have the amperage to last very long. I picked the right setting? Yep. 1.6. Very interesting. False advertising. Where is it? So I might end up doing 3, but I doubt 3 alone, again, will have the, the watt-hour rating I'll want for this mirror. The sort of thing that I would want to hang up and leave on for a while. If not, you just change the batteries constantly all the time. So I think that finishes this first video, and I'm getting a low battery warning on my jerry-rigged camera setup here, so I'm going to go ahead and put an end to this for now. And I'll see you next time in a hopefully more productive, less me talking, more music playing video sort of thing. So thank you for the time.